Yo, what up? Good morning, GM. Friday, woo, baby. Friday, ooh, yeah. It's a green Friday thus far. You absolutely love to see that. March 14th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day. I miss 2024, but for my own reasons. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my coast. Look, it looks like it's a date.
It's just us.
It's a date today. Tyler, good morning. How you doing today?
I am good. The blood moon is behind us, and it's a green weekend. You know why? St. Patty's. A very big weekend in the city of Chicago. We dyed the river
Same
green.
here.
So we're going to a couple parties tomorrow.
Fuck it. Let's go. Me too. Fuck
Green
yeah,
week.
I'm gonna go get lit. You just get hell yeah. I didn't because Montreal is the second largest St. Patty's parade after New York or something. Like it's that big.
Oh,
maybe
nice.
less big now, but back in the days I knew it was known as like the second largest St. Patty's Day parade. Fuck yeah, we're gonna pop up. Hell yeah, I'm gonna text the boys. Fuck paddle. We're playing padel on Sunday. I'm fucking let's go to the pub instead. Starts with a P too. I didn't know that. Oh hell yeah.
I like paddle over pickleball, by the way.
Dude. Imagine calling yourself a man and playing pickleball.
Can't.
I was talking about this with my friend, or under 60. If you're over 60, if you have bad knees, I don't want to blame you. I don't want to. So I didn't mean to shame this morning. It's funny. So I've never played padel because I used to play squash my whole life growing up. So I was like 3 years old, and then I retired when I was 17. At the top, you got to retire when you're hot.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got into law school and then my life sucked. But I'm a racket sports guy, and I never tried padel, but I just love it because like the mix of tennis and squash, like face to face. I love it. Have you tried it?
I've played, yeah. I know it's big up in the suburbs that I just moved to, so I'm gonna get deeper into it.
It's a little Tyler cashed out, baby. House in the subs. Playing padel. Wifey's got a new Range Rover. Okay, I made that up. But wait, when you got yourself
our last day at the house, we're going back to reality because my kids are still finishing school downtown. So we'll be back. So you won't see this beautiful backdrop.
I love it, dude.
Until the end of May.
I gotta send you one of the Ferrari plushies there. One of those guys.
I want it.
Okay, I'm gonna send you one. I gotta send Locks one for his kids. I gotta send you one. Your kids are gonna probably end up taking it away from you. Actually, when you got yourself a punk, did you have to buy wifey something? Like, did that work out, or did you guys share the punk?
I'm not sure she knows about the punk.
She doesn't listen to FOMO Hour.
Unless we're working in the same room, she's typically not listening.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, Vanessa just can just hear me. She just can't hear you guys. Anyways, today on the show, it's funny. Vanessa will check in on me sometimes. She's like, so, like, how are the coins doing? I'm like, yeah, fine. Like, you still have that much money? I'm like, yeah. No, actually, it's less, but it's not because we don't have that money. It's just like we only lose if we sell it. Like. Listen, like I still got my Sonic, I didn't sell it. Like you gotta hold the spot. So I was happy this morning.
We haven't sold.
I was happy this morning because I woke up and it was at the price where my last DCA was like 55 cents. Because after 50, I'm the guy that just kept buying the dip and it just kept dipping. So it was tough. Anyways, yeah, man. What up? Yes, Yonder. Padel is Adele with a P. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Rolling in the deep. Rolling in the deep. We love Adele around here. Anyways, another show, market report. Tyler's top 100. It's just Tyler and I, so we're gonna fuck around. Let's talk about some myriad markets. Let's go back towards the markets. We didn't talk about the Wallet Connect stuff yesterday. We wanted to go deep into the numbers, so we got alpha for you today. So you could potentially make money on the show by catching this alpha. We launched a new Fear and Greed Index this morning, Tyler. So let's talk about these markets. Let's fuck around with them. Let's have some fun. And then we'll pick a winner, and someone's gonna win a CryptoPunk today. Because we'll just give you the code right now. The code is greed. Rafflebot.xyz. The code is greed. And no, not after Dave Portnoy, but after the Fear and Greed Index market that was just open, which we set at 30 this morning. I think it's a good line, but we'll get to that a little later. Robot Lootbox Plan, blah, blah. And as usual, this show is powered by Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, and the NBA, shaping together the future of engagement. And Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is the connectivity network shaping the future of on-chain UX. If you've connected to Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. The blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto is recognizable as Visa as checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead on what's next. Tyler, let's go right into this. For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO hour calls the kids can't miss.
Great Bears. Yeah, we got some interesting headlines here. For starters, crypto majors are actually outperforming stocks here. So majors are green today, despite what was a very bloody day for U.S. equities yesterday. We hit intraday lows in stocks not seen since September 2024. So we are at about 7-month lows. The stocks did open green this morning. It looks like they are maybe reversing here live as we speak. So we'll see how the morning goes. From a macro perspective, it looks like the U.S. government shutdown is probably not going to happen. So that is a little bit of an ease. The Ukraine-Russia war seems to be cooling down. Perhaps maybe a little too soon to trust it, but progress is good.
Inshallah.
And we talked about the Scott Bessent comments yesterday, where he's saying that we can avoid a recession. So 3 pieces of good news there to give us some hope into the weekend. Looking at more crypto specifics, shouts to Decrypt. Sander breaking the news. He got the scoop, folks.
Again.
Acquire as much Bitcoin as possible, according to an official in attendance at the Crypto Summit last week. So we'll talk about that. The SIMD 228 vote, this was the vote to reduce Solana inflation. Folks, that failed to pass. So
no.
Issuance will remain the same. I think that's a little bit surprising. I am surprised that it didn't pass. We saw Trump's World Liberty Fi. They bought $100,000 worth of SAY on Thursday. I think that was their first pickup for SAY. Circle, their U.S. yield coin, USYC, is set to launch globally. This is offering tokenized yield as collateral with expected yields in the 4 to 5% range, which would be pretty competitive. At the same time, BlackRock's BIDL token, similarly backed by U.S. Treasuries, has passed $1 billion in assets. So that is seeing some pretty big success.
CA?
Senate Banking Committee approved the Genius Act. That's the bill aimed at regulating stablecoins at the federal level. It's now on to the Senate. And at Coinbase, I think we may have shared this at the end of the show yesterday. Coinbase announced that the Base ecosystem group will launch on Echo, Kobe's Echo.
Nice.
To help power the future of startup investing on chains. That actually is a very cool use case for crypto. I think we'll have to get into that a little bit. In tokens and protocols, Myriad launched a new integration with Wallet Connect yesterday with 150,000 WCT tokens up for grabs for predictors and questers. 5 new markets. We'll take a look at those. Another new money market launched here this morning as well. Fear and Greed Index over or under 30. So that's going to be a fun one to sweat.
Yeah.
Abstract came out. Maybe their hand was forced. Share some stats from their first month after some stats were going around. 30 million transactions, 900,000 users, $1.85 million in revenue just for the top 5 apps on Abstract. 10 million in NFT trading.
Wow.
Not a bad first month. We saw MoonPay acquire stablecoin infra firm Iron for $100 million. Telegram's wallet, we don't really talk about the Telegram ecosystem that much. So their wallet has been updated to offer multi-asset trading and yield features. So that is a story to keep an eye on. And then Hyperliquid crossed 1 trillion in transactions.
Holy.
That's a big number for them. So I think that is a large milestone. Let's see, rounding this out across AI, memes, and NFTs. In AI, Virtuals announced its first Virtuals ACP hackathon, $100,000 in prizes for those who build the best autonomous AI agent businesses. That is co-hosted by Base and Stanford.
I love that. Nice.
In memes, Coinbase made a surprising move to list Dog and Me.
No, dude, like 10 months later again.
So that thing 7x'd on the listing news. So that was big for holders. Sam Spratt, 2 big pieces of news, or 3. He announced the winners of the Masquerade. The masks all revealed. They open up at around a 4.5 ETH floor. And he also announced that the Mask of Lucy series is headed to the Toledo Museum of Art. for this, which will be his first ever art exhibition. So shout out to Sam for that.
Wow. We have a lot to talk about this morning. So it's good
Yeah.
that it's just you and I, and that we have time. We missed Mando, Mando, wherever you are, I know you're living your life in Portugal, having a good time, drinking Porto. Maybe he needed a break. Anyways, where do we even start? I mean, we could quickly talk about the market, but I don't really feel talking about market too much this morning. I don't know about you, but just don't feel like it. Blood Moon, 83K, 1900, 128, looking okay. Right? Looks like we bottomed or not bottom, but we keep bouncing at 80K, Tyler. Even yesterday during the show, we were dumping to 80K. We did not make it under 80K. So that's a good sign. Don't want to call bottoms, not the type, nor tops, but 80K has been holding so far.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Taking a look at the market, it feels like everyone's kind of like holding their breath, like waiting for something.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I will say it felt like crypto was going down ahead of stocks. And then when stocks started going down, crypto
Of course,
was just going down too along with it. I am happy to see some relative strength.
Yeah.
Here, like Bitcoin holding up pretty well at this $83,000 level.
Yeah.
At least near term against what has been a bad day for stocks. And I think that it really is starting to hit people. Like when I go to social gatherings, like when I'm talking with friends, even my wife, who doesn't really follow markets on a daily basis, like she's saying, like, are stocks ever going to go back up again? And Trump is crashing the stock market. So people are starting to feel this.
You know who we got to ask? Who? Strippers. That's the index. Or we can ask in crypto is the other way around. The crypto version of strippers, creators, like you and I. When creators go back and get jobs, after going creator full time during the bull market, that's when there's a recession. Sorry, I mean, yeah, actually that's a good analogy. Actually, I'm actually pretty proud of that one. But yeah, strippers. So if any of y'all single men or ladies want to go to strip club this weekend and ask a stripper how the business has been, if they tell you it's been booming, we're not in a recession. We're good. It's true. It's true. You've seen that index before.
I think that index was a leading indicator. Like I think it was. Yeah. They were telling us this was coming.
You shared something good in the chat though on the market. Then we can move on from the market because it's going to be a low liquidity weekend. It could go both ways, so we never know. And there's so much, again, just trading headlines like we were talking about yesterday. But you said something about credit. You sent a post that was pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, I was trying to find that.
I found it. I got it.
Nice.
Boom. Yeah.
So this is our daily hopium.
Welcome to the next segment of the Daily Hopium, presented by Tyler.
This is not my area of expertise, so I am taking this post at surface value here. But basically, what they're saying is the credit markets are typically the first markets to signal that a downturn, a recession is coming. And then when you look at the data and you scroll down here, it actually looks like the implied probability of a recession is the lowest in the credit markets of all these different markets. So it looks like, in their terms, that this is a broader, perhaps overreaction for equities and other asset classes than it is in credit. So the credit markets they're calling this bluff. They don't think a recession is coming. So you heard it here first, folks, live from Jeff Dorman.
Let's go, Mr. Dorman. Let's see who Jeff Dorman 81 is. So he's a CIO at Arca. Arca is an investment firm offering institutional money, blah, blah, blah. He's ex-Lehman Brothers, Merrill Lynch, Citadel. Digital assets investing, former CEO of Harvest Exchange, blah, blah, blah. Huge Cleveland sports fan. Is that bullish or bearish?
Ugh.
Oh, shit. I don't like that answer. So let's not ruin the hopium today. Let me post this broadcast link. FOMO hour. Our intern is offering to sacrifice himself for science. So FOMO our intern, if you want to go to the strip club this weekend and figure it out, I'll give you $100. Here you go. You wanna treat yourself, FOMO our intern? I'll give you $100. Is that enough? I don't know how this shit works. I'm not gonna lie.
With inflation, yeah.
With inflation, is that a lot? Like, what's the required minimum that you need to walk into the strip club? I don't really know. Damn, Tyler's definitely looking up. Wifey's definitely in the room right now. All right, for real. You gotta stop. All right, so in other news, Tyler did it. Where do you want to go today? I feel like there's been quite a bit.
Yeah, let's start with the decrypt scoop.
Yes, dude, I just don't want to say something about this. It's so awesome because ever since we got the hard pass, I'm glad that we made, Sander Lutz, our White House correspondent on the crypt side, because he's just such a great writer. I mean, if you've been in crypto long enough, you know Sander because he writes some of your favorite articles. And if you don't, you should definitely follow him because he only has 2,000 followers and everybody should follow him. I'll share his account on the screen in a second. But you know what's crazy? Tyler, now that we have the pass, everybody picks up the phone. And it's really cool because it allows us to have more access and also get these scoops that he's getting, and it helps because it's really good news. So anyways, take it from there. Share the news with us.
It really is a big deal. Our literal coworkers have a direct line to the White House. So we are sharing real crypto news in real time from some of the biggest powers in the world who have a huge impact. So this scoop here live from our colleague Sander, a White House official revealed that the Trump administration is aiming to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible. I believe this is coming from Bo Hines, who is the executive director of the Presidential Working Group on Digital Assets. So he made the statement during a closed door roundtable with some of the crypto industry leaders. And he basically compared it to the US's desire for US dollars. And it's like we want dollars, and of course we want Bitcoin as well. And they want to figure out ways to do it that are, and I'm quoting, budget neutral, that don't cost taxpayers a dime. So I think the more ways they can figure that out, the more paths they will have to accumulation that actually get approved by a bipartisan Congress. And this is one for me. The signal I'm taking from this is actions speak louder than words. And this seems to be a continuing priority for Trump, even though it may not be something he's talking about on a daily basis. It does seem to be a priority.
Yeah.
We're seeing some other actions that are in line with that. So another piece of news from yesterday was the Treasury Department has already met with several major crypto custody firms. How they would secure a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So these are the types of conversations you have in advance of actually putting this in place. So that's a huge positive. And then we saw earlier in the week, Cynthia Lummis, of course, she reintroduced the Bitcoin Act, which authorizes the government to buy 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years. So I don't know if that's going to pass. I think certainly we'll have to, this more budget neutral method that Bo Hines is talking about, I think has a much higher likelihood. And if that's via mining, if it's maybe via selling gold, I don't know all the options on the table. Selling gold is a little tricky here because from a macro perspective, gold is outperforming. Gold had another all-time high at $3,000 an ounce yesterday. So gold is
that's crazy.
Digital gold right now. So a gold is top, unless you sell the top on gold, perhaps will be the rallying cry. But
let's see the gold chart.
More hopium for a Friday.
Damn, look at this gold chart. I see everyone's trading. I saw some. Wow, this is a beautiful chart. Jesus Christ.
Only.
What the heck? Isn't Bitcoin supposed to look like that? I guess Bitcoin zoomed out does look like that. So we can't really complain, right? Like when you think about it, if you zoom out on Bitcoin, well, not like that.
You're too far zoomed in. Zoom out.
Like that. I meant on the yearly, if you look at the yearly Bitcoin chart, if you look at the yearly Bitcoin chart, if you look at the yearly Bitcoin chart, you could believe it goes back to 69K. So I'm just going to zoom out a little less.
What's the 3-year chart?
Let's just go to the weekly. There you go. That's a nice chart. See, that's a proper bottomed out weekly chart. Knocks on wood. But anyways, you know what? As some traders talk about silver. Please, silver also is oh wow, it ripped.
Wild.
I wish we could can you long these things on chain? I wish for example, you could long it on the exchanges, like gold and silver, Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this a cup and handle? Bang. Look at that. Bang.
Looks pretty good.
Silver. It's almost time to sell your chains and your all of y'all. I know you have special gold bricks and silver bricks hidden in your cupboards and your bedrooms. So it's almost time to sell it for Bitcoin. Anyways, what else did we have? What else do we have? We should talk about NFTs. We should talk about.
I want to get there. I guess let's do a couple more macro stories, and then we'll do a deeper dive into some of the NFTs. So I think the Circle coin is very interesting. This US yield coin. Here, I can send you the press release on this one. So it is. So Jeremy Allaire shared the news yesterday. USYC, US yield coin. It is set to launch globally. They got some licensing approval from Bermuda, the Bermuda Monetary Authority. So I think that's where this is effectively going to be based and regulated, but they'll be able to launch it globally from there. The idea behind this is it's a tokenized money market fund designed to provide investors with blockchain-based yield-bearing asset. Primarily invest in short-term U.S. Treasury bills and other highly liquid assets. And the aim is to offer stable returns. And the yield we're talking about here, and we don't have exacts, they're not like advertising yield numbers as far as I know, but typically this type of a product would return 4 to 5%. So I think, again, the reason this matters is if you're thinking about holding USDC, like you're stabled up.
Yeah.
Now you've got USYC as an option, right? Where you can be still fairly stable, capture 4 to 5% yield, and of course on chain there are ways you can get higher yield than this. But you have to.
This is interesting.
This is more interesting, I think, for folks who are, if we can get to a situation where you can get higher yields than you can in a money market account, this is where you could perhaps attract more capital on chain and capture a slightly higher yield. So I do think it's big, and we're seeing more growth here, of course. And BlackRock doing the same. Their BIDL token is fairly similar. So I think we'll continue to see more and more of these, and just it's a way to bring more capital on chain, which is a win, I think, for all of us. So that was a big piece of news. I also this Coinbase announcement. Let me see. I'll send this to you.
No, I got it. It's the Coinbase Echo thing, right?
The reason I think this is cool, maybe it just kind of comes back to a broader conversation about Echo. But like I'll just read the TLDR from Coinbase. The future of startup investing is open and on chain. By becoming a group lead on Echo, the base ecosystem group led by Coinbase Ventures will unlock broader and more dynamic capital for builders on Base. And I think a common question or a common like negative sentiment around crypto these days is like, so like, what have we built this cycle? Like what is crypto doing? Like, what does it have to offer the world? And access to startup investing is very difficult for the normal person to find paths for. And Echo is providing that. Right.
Yeah.
There's a chance to get in. Normal people have a chance to invest early stage rounds for companies. They can do their own due diligence. I think going through Echo, you feel like it probably has some kind of an endorsement already to some degree. And now we've got more big players kind of like signing up, endorsing on their own. So I think this is a huge positive and one that gets overlooked a lot. By all the folks who just love to be negative and say we've got nothing to show for the last 4 years. I think this is a great product.
Yeah, it's great. I'm definitely exploring it. Just looking at different areas. I know Abstract has a syndicate on there too, and they've used it to raise small capital, like up to like 100, 250K for some of the projects, etc. I think Rec Guy originally had done a small Echo round. And a few other projects. So it's smaller now. You have obviously like it's not new, right? There's a lot of like stuff like that. Like I've heard of Legion and a few others, but Echo is like Kobe's thing, and I think Echo is like they all have their different ways, fees, etc. I've been looking into this a lot lately, on the myriad level, because I'm like, how do we make sure that it's the most democratic way for everybody to have access to a really cool product that's like by CT for CT, like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I look into it every day. Actually, yesterday I was talking about it internally as well again. And so I think it's great. I'm a big fan of Echo. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of Kobe, but I think it's a really cool way to like just raise capital Not only is it good for companies to raise capital, but also it's good to democratize access to, your investment to people. But what is yet to be proven is, are those people long-term holders, or are they just going to like sell the second they have a chance? So I'm really curious over a
Are
long
they
period of
actually
time.
good investors? Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know yet. And that's not on Echo, right? You just don't know yet. How they're gonna turn out. So I just love that. I just love the idea of crowdsourcing. I mean, remember back then, like all these like Kickstarters and all that stuff. Like that's kind of like how it all started, except it never came with like equity, right? It was like, oh, you're gonna get your like Kickstarter for a watch, and you get just like a watch. Now you get tokens, and maybe one and equity in some cases here if you're a credit investor. So I like it. I'm a fan. I love that. I can't wait for the day you're able to just raise a fuck ton of money on chain and actually give out equity straight up, right? Like NFTs were a good first way of getting money, but obviously for securities purposes, you couldn't just give out equity. You could give out tokens in the form of ERC 721s, let's say, or 1155s, whatever. But this is the next version of that. I think Mega ETH did it pretty well. They raised 10 plus million. And then they raised through their NFT, which is an SBT, but it's going to have an allocation of 5% of the total token supply across different NFTs. So the fundraising world is changing.
Yes.
In a drastic way. And I fucking love that as a founder. So I'm just trying to, I'm cooking, I'm trying to find ways. I'm genuinely trying to find cool ways to approach this for Myriad and our company in a way that many people can participate. Because as you know, like the token allocation is going to go like, let's say quarter of it to like Rug Radio holders, the Genesis NFTs, but like I want to find a way to also bring in more people. And also on the Echo, it's a good way to market. It's free marketing in a way, right? Because then you have all these people piling up behind you. So it really reminds me of NFT season a lot. Very well. Fundraising world, back to ICO era. Yeah, like I talk about this a lot also behind the scenes. Like and I think a lot of people have shared this sentiment online. I almost think we're gonna go back to like an ICO stage, like bring back ICOs. Now the regulations being like loosened up and we have framework coming, but like not the scummy way. Like a lot of ICOs were super scammy, like EOS and all that shit. What if like there's an ICO that is like really well done with the proper product and the proper team, Tyler? Like that could forever change. Like, I mean, Ethereum was an ICO. What am I saying? Like arguably one of the most successful ones. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Ethereum ICO is what, 15 cents? So if you got an Ethereum ICO, you're still good. Despite right now, I know the ups and downs, but like, yeah, you still money, right? Like I was talking to someone yesterday, bro. They bought $500,000 of ETH at $1.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's fucked. But I don't know. I
think this is a real trend. I think this is
ICO.
something we can be really hopeful for. That
Like your pain thing, you were excited about pain. Sorry,
Yes.
I think it was like you were excited about pain, right? But imagine pain, but like with a company that's like established with a proper product that's been launched, and you know what I mean? Like imagine pain, but like with us. I'm not saying we're gonna do it, but just imagine. Like I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. So don't get overly bullish, please. If you're a holder, if you're a part of Myriad, don't get overly bullish and excited about what I'm saying. Like here is like Farouk the creator talking, rather Farouk the founder. Like I'm just like thinking, like, just imagine on that level how cool that could be.
I think it's coming. I think we're going to get the regulatory clarity here in the next 1 to 2 years. And then I do think we'll have another ICO era. And hopefully with the framework in place, we have better outcomes. So I think it's one of the biggest, it's like almost like North Star. It's not probably the right word, but I think it's one of the bigger new products / verticals to be hopeful for.
Yeah, I agree.
4 years.
I totally agree. I honestly, like, for me, like, you asked me, like, what if someone was to ask me, like, what excites me most about crypto right now, this is it. Like, it's just building apps, but also like how to like democratize access to those apps, because NFTs were the way. And actually kind of want to segue to NFTs now that we're talking about. Like, I saw Wale's post, like, NFTs were better than meme coins. I agree with this because we talked about this already, so we don't have to rehash, but like, believed in something. It was a cool way to like outsource, brain power, funds, everything. Like, Rug Radio would have never existed. You and I would never be hosting this show if it wasn't for NFTs, because literally Rug Radio started as an NFT mint. We minted out 19,000 NFTs at 0.11 ETH each, and then the rest is history. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for that, like, none of this would have happened. None of it. No Myriad, no Decrypt merger, absolutely nothing. And I find that amazing, you know, in essence. So I don't know. Bring him back. Speaking of which, NFTs are in debt, Tyler. You've been
No,
sharing some stats. Abstract NFTs. Abstract NFTs. Those are killing it. Masks. I want to talk about masks. Gorgeous. Shout out to Sam Spratt. I wasn't there when you guys hosted him, but big fan of his art. He's a fucking cook. Those things are selling what 4 ETH, you said. So let's recap me like what's happening in the world of NFTs these past days, because I'm seeing all the usual suspect tweets about NFTs. Beanie, Art Chick, you know, Danny, you know, Tyler. Everybody's tweeting about NFTs again. I love that.
yeah, I mean, so the CryptoPunks have had another nice week. I think we saw a Hoodie Punk move, saw a few move in like the 50 to 60 ETH range the last few days. The floor holding up at 38.5. So it is underperforming Bitcoin just because the Bitcoin to ETH ratio went to like 40
Yeah.
30. But punks are definitely staying strong. I think the biggest news of the week still has to be from Sam Spratt. So
yeah, let's go there.
The masks came out. They revealed yesterday, along with all of the 3 winners announced here. And I'm starting to see these on the timeline, and like Sam is highlighting, you know, some of the masks one by one. I'm seeing a lot.
They're so nice.
Seeing a lot of the skull holders share theirs. I don't know, man. I'm biased. In disclosure, I've got 2 of these. So I was in.
You got 2?
So I market bought one yesterday. I tweeted it out this morning. Go take a look at the one I bought.
Damn,
it's growing on me.
You bought
Pathlight. And I was, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I saw this. I didn't see it was you posted it. I was like, oh, wait, this is nice. And I kept scrolling.
So I'm a fan. I'm biased. What was eye-opening for me was I was chatting with Anonymous, and he was comparing these to grifters, and he thought the masks would be a stronger collection. And now that we have them, I
what's
think
the collection?
spot on. And I think the masks are. This is not a diss on Xcopy. Of course, Xcopy is a legend. He always will be.
Don't do that.
But like, I think if you compare these on an individual basis, I think the people will prefer the art on the masks.
Can you help me find the collection on OpenSea? I want to show it on screen.
I only look at it on Nifty because that's.
I know it's just taking forever to load for me. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. That worked.
Yeah, so Roger Dickerman won. Shout out to him. Ikaitsa and Parabolo Music, and they each got, you know, the winner masks. And then you can
go to Marketplace. Is that what it is? Yo, shout out to Nifty Gateway, because all the other marketplaces closed doors or like dead or like pivoted to something else, right? You know, like Maker's Place, like a lot of known origin shut down after selling to eBay. Actually, they got nice exit liquidity there. SuperRare, I think now is really just focused on private sales, if I'm not mistaken. They did the Good Vibes Club collaboration. Actually, we should talk about that too, because that was cool pivot. But Nifty Gateway pivoted to something like this, and I think this is a great pivot. Like in hard times, because NFT art marketplaces got decimated, you gotta pivot. And I thought this was a honestly stellar pivot. So I want to shout them out because that was smart.
And people may not know like the mechanics that were required for the masquerade.
Ooh, I like this one.
You had, so that's an incomplete mask, actually. So this is a person who didn't complete their observations. And I guess my read was the incomplete masks were going to be bad. And then, of course, Sam isn't going to do anything bad. So, like, they're actually pretty awesome. And I actually like some of the incomplete.
I love the incomplete mask because it stands out, right? Fuck, now I want one, man.
You better effing buy one. This is all I'm going to say. Like, I've
never had anything
that you bought over the last 6 months.
Shut up, Tyler.
And this is better.
I know.
This is the best art collection to drop in 2020.
Wow, they're beautiful. How many are there?
613.
Man, I love the incompletes. You know my ass gonna buy an incomplete. Not bats. Get out of my. You know what, bats? When are Bats Cats coming out, dude?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, why don't you go back and launch Bats Cats instead of trying to get me to spend $4,000 this morning?
Closer to 713.
Yeah. I see why you're comparing the grifters, because it's not from an art perspective, it's from a supply, artist, all that stuff. In a bull market, I don't see why these are not trading at grifter prices, by the way. If we're talking trading, I know we're trying let's separate art from trading, like the trading side, like, right? I agree with you. on that front. And from the art level, man, this is fucking gorgeous.
They're
Holy,
great.
I
I
love the
fully
incompletes.
plan on getting one of mine hung for the new house.
You should get a physical
Beautiful.
3D printed,
Yeah, I gotta find the best way to do that.
or you get like a wood carver, like wood guy, like a proper woodworker. Probably takes time, to make it for you.
Also, from a utility perspective, like there's probably something else coming, right? Like that's kind of how Sam does things.
This is sick.
Is that a real mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I haven't
Okay.
gone through the whole collection yet.
Where do I see the listed ones? Here. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna buy one on the show. 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 Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay. I didn't realize. Okay.
Oh,
Force
okay. So
$8,000.
at 8K, not bad. So there's only one under 85.
Then actually it's $9,000 floor pretty much. Cause yeah, wow. I love the incomplete, Tyler. I don't know why.
Who would have thought the incompletes would hold the higher floor? I was actually worried they might like weight down the floor, but
You know why?
that's the opposite.
Typical like behavior, like, oh, it's incomplete, it's special, like the reverse psychology thingy, you know, like there's less, you know.
But I want to pivot back to the one-on-one for a second, then we'll come back to the masks.
The
So
one-on-one.
the actual one-on-one piece, right, which is going to be
Yeah.
this exhibit in Toledo, along with the masks. So part of like what Nifty Gateway had to do, all of those observations. So everyone who got a mask had to make an observation. Like they had to select a part, a physical spot on the one-on-one to leave their observation. Then they had to go and leave 3 replies to other people's observations. And then they had to come back and add like a final conclusion observation to their own. So that's what made this such an interactive piece. That was all captured on chain. And
Wow.
just like those comments will be viewable. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work at the exhibit, but in theory, as people are looking at the one-of-one, they're going to also be able to like read through people's comments, which kind of adds to the art itself. So I think that's pretty damn cool.
Wow.
And it's also pretty cool to think like that the masks that we own are also going to be.
Bro, sick. Because Toledo did your trader last time. Love you. I'm a huge fan of your trader's art. And now they're doing it with Sam. I'm trying to find the original, the one-of-one you're talking about. But Sam has had to retweet a lot of people these days for the better. But so it's gonna be hard to scroll through his page to find it.
I know it is hard to.
Where did Tyler go? Oh, there he is. Wait, what's going on here? There you go. Okay, fixed. Quickly, the code is greed. Rafflebot. So someone asked, how do you win a CryptoPunk? You go to rafflebot.xyz, rafflebot.xyz, you do the sign up shit. And then you hit wait, did you see that, Sims? We just switched to underexposed branding. What just happened?
I don't know, but I didn't click anything.
Me neither. Look, it's all blue, and there's no more sponsors on the bottom. That's so funny. Look at this, it's all blue. We switched. I don't like our StreamYard just switched to the underexposed. Yeah, look at that. Welcome to another episode of Underexposed. This is your host, Tyler Did It. I'm joined by Jeeves and Peter Jennings and Dees. Let's go. Anyways, yeah, wait, even my screen stopped sharing. Hold on, this is weird. Hold on, something, dude. The skulls, dude. I'm telling you, they're alive, bro. Dude, it's the skulls, man. The skulls.
Nice. There's more to them.
There's something going. It's crazy that this all started with a free skull. You know the backstory, right, of the skulls of Lucy.
I don't know if I know the origin.
This is a test for you. Okay, I'll tell you. I may botch it, but basically, you know how he had like his first pieces are super rare, like it was a few pieces that were one-of-ones. Basically, every single person who bid on his one of the pieces got a free version.
Got it.
It was a thank you. It was a token of appreciation.
Yep,
and it was the skulls of Lucy. And those are now like $200,000. So it was a gift as a token of appreciation from Sam to his collectors for believing in him. So even from the first bid, so from the guy who bid $15 first on SuperRare, literally, to all the way the person who lost the bid to the person who won, he gifted them all skulls of Lucy. And those are the ones that I don't know how much they are now, but I know peak bull they were like, in the like 200-300 grand. I remember Ovi bought one for like 180K or something, and there's only 49 of them. There's only one first now. It's $2 million, so you can't even buy them if you want
Yeah,
to.
they're totally liquid.
Yeah.
And then it went from skulls to the player cards, which was the last kind of interactive event. I think back in 2022. Maybe it was 2023, but there was no events in 2024, and then the masquerade.
Yeah.
So
this is
years, but he's gonna
shout out to man. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Sam, man. Honestly, just always pushing the boundaries forward. I saw his post about how he also just had a kid, and he did this whole thing while having his firstborn, 7 months. Like the whole process has been like building while like he's had to like obviously raise his kid.
It was quickly. He did all 613 of those masks live during the masquerade, which was like a 2 or 3 week period. And I think there were some questions headed into it of like, okay, like how much time is he actually going to be able to devote to each of these pieces? And I think everyone is pretty damn happy with the results. So he clearly read everything and designed the masks like one for one. So really, really cool.
Wow. This is great. Good for Sam. Speaking, I mean, let's stay on the topic of NFTs. We have the art side, and then you have, of course, this is art as well. But speaking of good vibes, I mean, shout out to Good Vibes Clubs, guys. I mean, look, I didn't get to mint it. And I saw they made me an honorary, and they shipped it to me too. So I really appreciate that. So I just want to really thank them on the show. It's one of the better honoraries I've seen come my way. That is for sure. Let me share it here while I'm at it.
Nice.
I wanted to share it before, but I'm scarred from 2021. Like, I retweet the honorary, shit sells out, it goes up, it goes down, then I get blamed for fucking pump and dumping the thing. So I do want to share it now that it's sold out and it already went 2x.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, it is really nice. This is my honor. You like it? Is my good 3D.
It'd be like a good little bobblehead.
I kind of want to make it IRL. It's like with a wax figurine or something, like that, or this, like, it's really nice. And I think it's either them or someone sent me a mint, and I just saw it revealed. It's this one, right? Is that rare? I don't know. It says send it, so it's very on brand for me. You could argue it looks like me, just needs a pipe. So there's that one. So these are doing good, Tyler. Did you follow that mint?
I missed this one, but I've seen a lot of folks chatting about it on the timeline.
Yeah.
And I think it was 2x for minters roughly at these prices, maybe more.
Good for them, man.
So, nice win.
Look at the trading. It's good. It's up. I don't know what it minted at, but they're doing good. The people seem to like it, and it appears this was a collaboration with SuperRare, right?
Oh, okay. I missed that aspect. Yeah, so
dude. So look, SuperRare. So, oh man, my internet is so bad. I'm so tired of this, man. Sorry, we just pay so much for telecommunications in Canada. Just have shitty internet. I think this was a collaboration with SuperRare, if I'm not wrong. SuperRare, good. And if there's always someone in the audience to correct me. So it was a 0.069 mint. Damn. Well, 101 revealed. Look at that. I think it was a SuperRare collaboration. At least there's a SuperRare sweater in there, which was really cool. Did I see there's a SuperRare hoodie here? I can't wait to see myriad traits when NFTs are back, people's collections. Last cycle was crazy. Everyone would do like Rugredo traits and stuff, like a Farouk trait in the collections, just like that. And I thought that was really, it is a super rare collaboration. Thank you, Lukey. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Nice. Yes, people seem to like them, so they're having fun with it. Good vibes, literally.
Yeah. What is it at? See, one thing I say, I know OpenSea now is all in dollars. It pisses me off. I want to see the price in ETH. I'm used to seeing, what's $263? I don't know.
It's like 0.13. Okay,
so it's 2x. I think it was even 0.2 at some point. So good for them. That was nice. And you told me our rugs are doing good. I don't even know.
They were top 3 mover on Blur.
I
checked this morning.
People still use Blur?
I still do. I haven't swapped over. My muscle memory hasn't got me to OpenSea yet.
Oh, wow. Good Vibes Club is first here. See, OpenSea should really list in ETH, man. I really think we should denominate it in ETH and not dollars. Like, I like when the dollar sign was in dollar in parentheses.
Yeah.
We'll text Devin.
Filter by one day, the third column.
One day. We were top mover then. Nice. Yeah, good shit. People should be buying Rugredo NFTs. I mean, I think I leaked some alpha earlier. So trying.
I think you may have.
I'm just so fucking locked in. I mean, I know you know we're all locked in, but yeah, I mean those are good, but it's a slow cook. You know, like just take your time. You know, don't buy our NFTs thinking that something's coming tomorrow because it's not. We're gonna really be taking our time. I've been getting all the questions lately, Tyler, like when token. I'm like, when time comes. You know, when time comes. You know, when time. First, like I said on the show, I want to show that we're capable of driving significant revenue and volume to myriad. Speaking of which, shall we? Let's get into that.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of these markets. Do you want to start with the new money market? You want to start?
Let's start with Wallet Connect because I know you did the research. Shout out to Wallet Connect, our partners, and then I want to talk to you about what I was talking to you and I went back and forth on timeline about how this is such a good advertising model, and I freaking love that. So why don't we start with the Wallet Connect markets here? Just so you know, we already have 1,500 people in the leaderboard predicting. Sorry, 1,556. So we picked up like 60 people in the show that are predicting all that to win a total of 150,000 Wallet Connect tokens. So Tyler, why don't you take us through that? Because apparently you've done your research.
And listeners of Underexposed would have had first access
Yep.
to this data. So as a part of our weekly update, I shared some of their numbers.
I love that.
So Wallet Connect growth in February. So wallet connections were up 16 million from 240 million to 256.
Bro, wow.
So if that pace continues, you want the yes side of this. Now, there's a couple factors at play.
But it's 36%. Damn.
March seems like a slower month so far. It's also a full 10% bigger from a pure number of days standpoint.
I'm taking the yes.
So, yeah, just talking that through, I think I like the yes side on this one.
Boom.
Unique wallet. So this is another data point. If you want to pull back to the
Okay, so I took the yes because 36%. So that's these odds. If I lose 10,000 points, Tyler, you owe me 10,000 points.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck collecting that.
I know you can transfer these fucking points. All right, next one.
All right, so unique wallets were up 5.1% from 38.7 million to 40.7. So do we have?
So here the lines are 42 to 44, 42.
All right, so this is total.
Yeah.
Let me see if I've got those. Give me a sec here.
Total unique active wallets connecting with Wallet Connect in March.
All right, so they got to 40 million in February.
Oh.
So
see, that's the tricky one though. Okay, I'll take this. I'll take the easy route. I'll put another 10,000 points towards between 42 and 44.
I think I went over 44.
Okay.
What are the options on that one? Pull back for me.
Let me pull it back for you here. Here. Let me zoom in for you here.
Might have, okay. All right, I see where you're at. Yeah, those are.
Maybe this was better. 44 to 46. I'm gonna also take that one. The beautiful thing about prediction markets is that you can take multiple. I'm gonna hedge here.
So 5%. If they keep the 5% growth, they'll be right in that between 42 and 44. So I think that. I believe that is where I'm going to have to go take a look at what so the other alpha I've got, I think, is on the staking. So they're up to 127 million WCT tokens staked.
Which one? Here, total WCT tokens, unique stakers.
That's
65K to 70K.
Do we have a number? Do we have a total number of tokens on that? No. Okay.
I don't think so.
So
there's a Dune dashboard. The good thing, if anyone's curious, we always link resolution sources because we have to. There's 64K right now.
Got it.
So, it goes to 70 though. What's the growth rate?
Yeah, so you need 10%.
I'll take this. I'll take the easy route here. I'll take that one.
The right side.
I'll invest 10,000 points in this one as well. I mean, my points don't count towards the leaderboard, so it doesn't even matter. I can just fuck around. I'm not allowed to win. Who made that? Fucking CEO. Fucking Loxley. I'm not even about to predict in USDC, bro. This is bullshit.
I love that you have the Dune dashboard linked right there. That's
Yeah, it's good, right? And then you have the growth rate of new apps using Wallet Connect in March, which is also in the report here that you have to read. So, like here is that it forces you. So I'll tell you why I like this. So you made a post yesterday about this, and I commented on it saying why, from a media angle, I really like this. And if you're just listening right now and you're trying to partner with us, or even if you're just a consumer, a listener, a participant, I was breaking this down yesterday. I truly believe, and I was talking to this on the phone with Elon and Locke this morning because we're so excited. We talk all the time about this. Like, I think we figured it out, Tyler. I think we genuinely built the perfect flywheel for a media company. I genuinely believe this in my heart of hearts. 15 years in this business, I think for the first time of my life, I found the best thing to sell. It's because think about this. We sell partnerships. It's no secret that Well Connect is a sponsor of ours and a partner of our company, right? Clearly. So this is a paid activation, right? User gets a chance. So the user always eats last in these partnerships, right? It's usually like, okay, the creators make money, they shove ads down people's throats, they make actually fuck all in this, right? This time around, you have the user gets a chance of getting tokens, rewards, and prizes, and participate in the ecosystem. So even if you don't even win the leaderboard, you're gonna get tokens. You're gonna get points, right, for participating, right? And down the line, hopefully, there's gonna be a token ecosystem where you're gonna be able to get rewarded tokens for Myriad, right? We generate revenue, so therefore the company is able to be sustainable, build Myriad, etc. Because it costs a fuck ton of money to build what we're building, and so we also get users because we tap into Wallet Connect's user base, and you saw it's massive. So when they share our stuff in these markets, we also eat some of their user base, which is great. And then Wallet Connect, the client, is happy because one, they get more users, but also they get proper advertising, and it goes back to this number: 1,500 people that are doing the research on the market, which is what you brought up to me yesterday in your reply, saying like people actually like dig into this. So I think it's so good.
Yeah, you're getting a better connection to the end user because they have to spend some thought power. Right? Like they have to do a little bit of reading. They have to dig in and understand, what kind of momentum Wallet Connect has. And then, like in theory, ideally, you get a percentage of those users who then go down the rabbit hole and learn a lot more.
Yeah.
About Wallet Connect.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. So we're going to be replicating this. And the beautiful thing about this is, so this is a 2-month long market, but it doesn't have to be one at a time. So we're going to be replicating this model across the board with so many different companies and brands, but also like community markets. Like we did Red Guy and Pudgy. I'm excited to run the Azuki one finally. I'm excited to run like all the different ones again and again. So it's really good. And the product is amazing. Speaking of the product, Tyler, I know we're short on time, but let's talk about this USDC markets real quick. Let's start with the F1. So yesterday night for us, which is morning in Australia, was the F1. Leclerc, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Leclerc scored P3, Hamilton P12. This bet is on, will Ferrari reach the podium at the 2025 Australia GP? You only have until 5 a.m. East UTC tonight. So one more round of quals to put your prediction. How are you feeling? Are you on that one?
I am. I'm on yes. My read is Leclerc is going to get third. I think he's going to come in exactly third.
Wow.
So I think that's how Ferrari podiums. But I will say, I don't feel great about it.
It's a sweat.
65%. So I'm up like 10% on the bet.
Yeah.
But like no at 28 as a soft hedge. I don't know. I need to think about that today. It's a decent odds. Just because they got a new team, like it's a new environment for them.
Yeah. 100%. Love that. And then the other markets quickly, in case you got to drop at 11. We got 4 USDC markets now. We just opened the Fear and Greed one before the show. Last week we're over under 27. This 25. This week, Fear and Greed index at 30 or higher on March 18th. So that's one we're including Monday.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. So it's at 27 right now. Right now, Bitcoin's up 2% today. It feels like social sentiment has recovered a little bit. My read is tomorrow or tonight's reading will be at 30 or higher. So this totally depends on what happens Sunday, Monday. Like, are we going to have another Sunday, Monday sell-off? If so, I like the under. If you think we're going to buck that trend, it's probably the over. And I'll say 30 is the right line. So I'm going to have to think about this one a little bit. I don't have a strong read on which side to bet yet. But I'm certain I will have picked a side here. I need this Ferrari cash so I can get some of my capital back.
Yeah, hell yeah. The 30's tough, man. The 30's a tough one because, you know, clearly it's going to be higher. It's crazy. Like, this was never this volatile. It was 45, then 27. It's for sure going to be higher today, above 30. But you never know. Like, you get the Sunday, Monday dump, and everybody thinks we're going lower again. So I love this is my favorite market. We're going to run it a lot. And then we have another market, which, wow. Whoa, people just slammed this. Yes. Holy, Bitcoin above 80K on Sunday. Woo!
Your Bitcoin quant got in my ear. I got shaken. I'm on the under. I hate myself.
Dude, I should have said that line 82 now. Damn. 82 would have been a bigger sweat, I think. Bitcoin's pumping right now. Oh, look at this.
It's gonna take a lot to go sub 80.
Yeah, that would take a while. And then the last one is a pump fund one, but that ends. Right, this is not looking good. This is not looking good as pump fund revenue is significantly lower. But they just introduced chats, so maybe that pumps the coins. And hey, if that was but hear me out, Tyler. That was my thesis the whole time. If the market turns around in March, and Solana's looking not so good, right? It's 130, and the market's looking better, and we get a few runners, a couple more squeezes. Mm-hmm. What's Pui's at? I didn't manage to catch the dip.
Like 33. It's like kind of chopping. We'll see if it
46.
Makes...
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Tyler, you were supposed to tell me to buy this dip. It hit the what I wanted.
The last time I checked was more than 2 hours ago.
Brother, so this is like the best chart in crypto right now, bro. Like
let's go.
Is like our Bitcoin beta.
I bought the dip. I bought the dip again.
Look at this. Bitcoin pumping. Pui's pumping.
To see if Pui's would mark a higher low. I saw it at 32 yesterday when the markets were falling. I was like, okay.
Tyler, I'm disappointed you didn't tell me you're buying the dip. I'm hurt. Because I had the capital this time around. I was like, fuck it. I'll buy like 10, 20 grand of this thing and just not even look whether it goes to zero or not.
I telepathically got you to describe Pui's as Bitcoin beta, and you're still blaming
you did.
For you not having any of the token.
You did. You did. Fuck. It's my fault because I had this chart open all day yesterday. Someone I closed it, and I didn't catch it because that was a nice price to buy it. So congratulations, dip buyers. You could have caught like 30 mil easily. Wow, this does look good. So listen, this pump fund market is interesting. We're about to hit $100,000 of volume. Our first market hitting 100K actually. Bitcoin one. What are we looking at? 7,000 traders almost. So some good numbers here. Myriad markets. Pardon?
500K this weekend?
Yeah, we're gonna hit $5 million this weekend because this one's just picking up. Like it's only $4,000, but this is gonna hit $100,000 volume probably. So, and then we're probably gonna launch more markets, which is really cool. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, shall we spin?
Let's do it.
All right, Timothy, raffleball.xyz. The code was greed. I snuck Azuki in today as well. It's like a little Zookers.
I gotta run. Have a good weekend.
See you, Tyler. Have a good weekend, brother. All right. Keepa. Ooh, speaking of grifters. Keepa. Congratulations, Keepa. Keepa number 001. Congratulations, you win. You got a squiggle in your header. I love that. You're an art lover. I freaking love it. Keepa, congratulations, you win. Get your butt up here. I like that. It's been a lot of art folks winning to Sims this week. Love that. Love that. Where's Keepa though? Come on. Oh, there he is.
There we go.
There he is. There's Keepa. I like Keepa. I got a couple Keepas in my drawer actually. What up, Keepa?
What's going on? Coxamath to you.
Yeah, what the irony of someone called Keepa winning on Purim. So, happy.
I love it.
I know it's the Jewish holidays right now, so congrats. So chalk some out to you, and hopefully you win a punk today. There you go. Sounds like you're on the road, Keepa. I love that. The guy's in the car about to make some money. Oh my god. All right, let's see this real quick. Loot boxes, my loot boxes. Let's do this, that. All right, Keepa, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's roll.
Well, you win a red guy, keeper. Congratulations. That's a nice one as well. We've been putting some banger red guys in there, keeper. I know you're a lover of art. So congratulations, keeper. And have a great weekend.
Thanks, man. You too.
All right. All right. We'll make sure we send that to Timothy. Timothy Chalamet. Fear and Greed. What do you think? Over under 30. Monday.
I'm going under.
Ooh.
As much as it's better for all of our bags to be over. I don't know why. I just think every
because we
time
always
come on,
dump
we're
on
just
Mondays.
depressed.
Yeah, that's why. What about Ferrari? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
I think everybody wants to see it happen for Ferrari, right? And everybody
Yeah.
wants to see Lewis kind of at the forefront of it all, given it's the first time in red. But I don't know.
It's going to be a tight one.
It's it's a big chance when there's two of them racing, right? And they've got to get first, second, or third. So they've got 3 chances between 2 drivers.
Yeah.
It's
going to be tough.
I'll go no.
Ooh, I'm also. I'd love to take the no here just because I love the odds. I love a nice 29%.
Yeah, we're
Against
both
people.
degenerate gamblers here. So
Yeah.
it's
Leave it to the degenerate gamblers to have a prediction market platform. Anyways, so check it out. Mirror at the markets, everyone. Have some fun, Sims. Have a good weekend. And with that, we'll see you all Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.